A little while ago, I did a video about AMD Link and how awesome of a feature it was. And today, we're going to try to do something that I personally have actually really wanted to venture out and try. Today, we're going to try to build our very own productivity streaming device. And it's gonna be interesting because we're practically building a DIY tablet. How is everybody doing today? Today is actually very interesting. We're actually going to be taking a Raspberry Pi. We're going to be attaching it to this screen right here. And yeah, we're going to try our best to actually make this into like a portable computer. I actually have a battery coming shortly that we're going to also adhere, but due to how batteries have to travel, unfortunately it's going to be a bit delayed. So let's actually start with getting this R Pi set up. So I actually picked up a brand new Raspberry Pi. This is the 4. The brand new one that came out more recently. And the reason I picked this up was, one, it was available, and two, oh, it's a little piece of instruction that says over here. Whoa. Oh, look at that. Look at that little board completely exposed. The second thing, the reason that I picked this one up is because this one actually has quite a bit of processing headroom that the 3 did not have. So one of those big features is you'll actually see that this has full USB 3.0, which means that it actually runs at a slightly higher voltage and has the ability to carry more data. The weirdest thing on here though is the fact that we now have micro HDMI, which are these little tiny things. And so this is a really weird standard that I would assume that I don't have the cord for, except for one came with this monitor because it's marketed for this kind of thing. I also like the little IHS on the processor. It actually looks really cute. Very interesting. And this time it doesn't look like we have any surface mounted components on the back, which is good because it means we won't have to cool anything on the back this time around. So it looks like they relocated that up front up here. And yeah, where does our SD card go though? Well, it's only a micro slot, but where is it? Oh, here it is. So I actually already have Pi OS loaded up onto one of these micro SD cards. So we're just gonna boop, put that in there, see if it will run or if I actually have to reinstall. Luckily, I've got a computer here that we can use. Part of the reason that we're actually using Pi is because if Pi OS doesn't have an option for us, we can actually put Android on it using something called Lineage OS. So we're going to try running it on native Raspberry, or I think it's just been shortened to Raspberry Pi OS. And yeah, okay, so this is the case that comes for this. It's not too bad. We just got some mounting screws. Looks like we got a fan that I'm probably actually not going to use. I mean, I could use it. Nice thermal adhesive pad on there. Go ahead and essentially prevent that Pi from getting too hot. The 4s actually do get very hot. From what I have heard, they are prone to actually overheating. So we're going to try not to have that problem. That's one of the reasons why I got this kit, so that we can actually, you know, take care of that. It looks like the pictures are actually wrong to the heat sinks, as weird as that sounds. So we've got our heat sinks on. Now we just need to build the case. The instructions are actually very unclear here. So just kind of goes like this. Okay, I see where we're going here. We have to get the fan in first. And the fan goes, pulls air out of the case. Okay, so this is the part that goes out. Fun fact, Cooler Master is releasing a Raspberry Pi case. They got it kickstarted, of all things, and there's actually going to be a Cooler Master passively cooled case. Yeah, and it comes together like so with a small little vent here. Oh wow, that's cute. Not a bad little setup here. It actually looks like a little external solid state hard drive with like a little pin out here and all of its ports. And so we would literally just want to adhere to the back here. Is how we would get it onto our tablet. This screen is an interesting little thing. It literally came in a nondescript box that just says IPS display. More importantly, like part of its intended use didn't work. So I originally was actually going to be using this as well as a external monitor for my cameras. That way it had a nice big screen to look at. Unfortunately, it didn't work that way. It actually has issues with the display out, which is particularly weird because the display out on these cameras is, well, on specifically that one that I'm using for the main recording, isn't really all that different than what would be being sent to a TV. So very weird stuff in that regard. All right, so we got our micro HDMI, which we're gonna put into here. Okay, maybe not that way. Yeah, there we go. Micro HDMI to HDMI, which this has. We're gonna go in HDMI 1. And then we're also gonna use this, which is actually a USB-C port, because apparently this can actually go power, 5-volt power out. So it's converting 12 to 5. And then that will power, hypothetically, our Pi. I've got a power LED. All right, we've got some indication that power is happening, and I think our fan is spinning. Oh yeah, that fan's spinning. All right, all right, all right. So let's see what we've got on here. Hey, we've got a Raspberry Pi logo. Cool. Okay, so yeah, you're a spicy boy. We're just gonna go passive air cooling, because it sounds like this fan is just not doing anything. All right, we're moving somewhere. Hey, that is Pi OS. I've seen that before. Cool. Looks like we made it to desktop. We posted it. Haha. That's a change. All right. Let's go ahead and just free up the Pi to get some passive air cooling. None of this fan stuff. That's like literally right over top of the cool stuff. All right. Here we go. Recent games. Big picture desktop. So that's what we need to change right there. We need to switch it to desktop mode. Let's run a network test really quickly. Oh gosh, I gotta go enter my PIN. See my desktop. This is the best part about all of this is actually hardware free. Like this is beautiful, because with AMD Link, it required AMD hardware. And so I really wanted to take it a step further for you guys, to actually take it to where we don't even need AMD hardware anymore. And I just did. I'm looking at my desktop, no caveats whatsoever. Like this is my desktop that I'm seeing. The refresh rate, the synchronization looks really, really good. Like, this is internal hardwired too. So like this is not over Wi-Fi. We are landlined in using gigabit network connection, which is why it looks so good. So I actually am going to open up Blender and oh, look at that. That is usable. Oh, this is such a success. A huge success. Oh, this is amazing. And I think I can actually edit a video in Premiere from this. So I think I've got a success here. So, I guess let's just talk about like what you need and yeah. Guys, this was a success. We did it. We've got ourselves a fully functioning, non-hardware dependent workstation PC, technically Linux box, but workstation computer, and I love it. There will be more content built around this thing because it's just so cool. Like, this is a full-fledged PC, Linux PC, that is, well, just amazing. Like, I currently am just browsing the web, checking YouTube. I could easily go ahead and do some of those minimal effort tasks that I do on my cell phone on a slightly bigger screen if I really wanted to. Now, I did say we were going to make this into a bit of a tablet, but I've decided against it after feeling how much heat this thing is outputting. It's radiating heat. Like, this is a very warm little PC, and without the active cooling, because the fan itself was actually hitting the heatsink, I decided that it's probably better for us not to gimp the performance by attaching it against a screen that also is probably generating some heat. All in all, I'm actually very, very excited about this. We have a mobile editing workstation, essentially, that I can slip into my pocket. And all I have to do is stream one PC to here. And I love it. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, you can leave a like, comment, subscribe. I do content like this all the time. And this is the first time that I'm really playing with something in this regard. Well, I mean, it's not the first time we've actually played with the GreaterThanPie. We've done it once before with the most powerful gaming PC that you could build for under $100 or something like that. I forget what that video was titled. I'll just throw it up on the screen. So thank you guys again. Wolfie out.